In this video, I'm going to show you how you can borrow and earn interest from your crypto with the DeFi platform Compound Finance. I really hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you do, then please give me a like, hit the subscribe button, and share if you feel that others may benefit. Also, please do head over to my website at everybithelps.co.uk for more tips, reviews, and step-by-step guides. When most people buy their crypto to hold, they store it safely away into a wallet or leave it over on exchange, without it earning any interest in the sense that a traditional bank or a savings account would. However, Compound Finance are on a mission to change that. Compound Finance is a service that lets you borrow cryptocurrency or lend it out and earn interest. Both lenders and borrowers get more value from their crypto. Lenders will earn interest, while borrowers deposit crypto to gain access to credit. And this is all done without the headaches or rules of banking. Plus, you can even earn money by borrowing and taking out a loan with Compound Finance. But more about that later. There are quite a few DeFi platforms emerging. However, Compound Finance are one of the biggest and have some of the highest rates around right now, as you can see from here. And they have the backing of some very prominent investors, who include the likes of Polychain Capital, Bain Capital, and Coinbase, who have also recently announced their support for their governance token COMP. And the COMP token is given to lenders and borrowers to incentivize them to participate in the different markets across the Compound protocol, which users can collect and withdraw, or use to vote on the governance proposals for the protocol. There's no minimum for either lending or borrowing, and lenders earn interest about every 15 seconds or every Ethereum block. And you can use Compound for as long as you like, without any penalties for withdrawing, other than paying the gas fee. And because it's decentralized, ID verification or KYC is not required either, so that anyone can start lending or borrowing from anywhere in the world. So let's take a look into Compound Finance now. And I'll pop a link to Compound Finance in the summary below. So if we head across to Markets at the top of the screen, on this overview in here, you can see the total supply, in other words, how much people are lending across the top 3 different markets. Plus, you can see the total number of suppliers in here too. Then you have the total that's been borrowed and the number of borrowers as well. And at the bottom of the screen here, you'll see all the different types of markets that you can borrow or supply. So from here, you have the options of the likes of Tether, USD Coin, Ether and Basic Attention Token. And it then shows you the gross supply, the supply APY, the gross borrow and the borrow APY too. Now these APYs will obviously fluctuate. However, at the moment, you can see that the Basic Attention Token is providing the highest APY at around 20%. And if you're interested in lending, as I said, this isn't the only DeFi platform around. And there are others such as Aave, which I'll try and cover in a separate tutorial. But if you go to sites such as DeFi Rates, you'll be able to see where you can get the best yields across all the different types of assets. And you can view these as their current rates, and you can also view them as a 30-day average too. But going back to Compound, if you wanted to lend out or borrow some tokens, you'll need to make sure that you have that token, plus some ETH to pay for the gas, which you'll need to pay a few times. So let's go ahead and connect to the app now. So if we go to the app in the top right-hand side of the screen, and you'll then be prompted to connect your Ethereum wallet to Compound. So you have the likes of a Coinbase wallet, which is actually different to the exchange. You can connect a Ledger or a MetaMask wallet. And if you have the likes of a Trezor hardware wallet, you could always connect this via your MetaMask wallet. If you're connecting up your Ledger, you'll need to make sure that you have the contract data and browser support set to yes. And you'll want to unlock and open the Ethereum app. Then you'll need to select your address. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to select my MetaMask wallet, which is actually connected to my Ledger device, so that I can show you the gas fees. Then once you're connected, you'll see the dashboard and the balances for all the assets that are available to lend on the left or borrow on the right. So I've got some 0x. So if I wanted to earn interest on that asset, I can click onto it. And you'll then be prompted with a new screen and we're going to be supplying 0x. And it will show you the supply APY on the left, the price, collateral factor, which is borrowing up to 60%, plus your wallet balance. And we're going to enable now. And this costs money to interact in terms of gas fees. So gas fees are quite expensive at the moment. So as it states here, it's going to cost me 48 cents, which may not be a huge amount, but you do need to pay gas a few times. And these can be edited, so you could always check over on ETH gas station to what kind of rates will work for you. So as you can see, fast here is 37 gwei, or you can go to standard, which will take about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and edit that. Go to advanced and change that to 32. And then confirm. And you'll then need to wait for the transaction to clear, but you can also check that over on Etherscan if you wish. And it states here it will take roughly 5 minutes. And then about 10 minutes later, that's now done and it cost me 32 cents. So now that I've enabled 0x, I can supply my tokens. And I can enter in the amount that I'd like to supply or hit max. And then onto supply. And again, you'll need to pay more gas fees, which you can edit if you want, and confirm. So now that's gone through, that's cost me $1.33, and it took about 5 minutes to complete. So over on the dashboard now, you can see that my supply is $460, or 1,324 ZRX. And in the center here, we have my net APY, which will show you as an average if you are lending more than one asset. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you'll also be earning comp tokens when you're lending and borrowing. And that can be found under the Vote tab at the top here. So every day, 2,880 comp tokens are distributed to lenders, suppliers and borrowers. And this is done proportionally to how much interest is being paid to each market, with the majority being paid to whichever has the most interest. And the comp tokens can be collected and withdrawn, or exchanged on the likes of Uniswap. Or you can use to vote on proposals for the Compound Protocol, which you can vote for manually, or you can delegate this out to another user if you wish. Now, because the comp tokens are tradable tokens and hold their own value, you may want to earn as many as possible, which I'll show you how to do a little later in this video. Now, many users fixate on the high interest rates for lenders on Compound. However, you can also take out loans too. All you need is some crypto to deposit as collateral, and because it's decentralized, there are no credit checks, income statements, or delays. So you can use the assets that you have as collateral to take out loans by turning on the collateral from here. And just be careful, as there is a liquidation clause, so don't ever overborrow. And to use your tokens as collateral again, you'll need to interact, connect, and pay gas. Now, this was just one test account, but there is another that I've been testing over the past few days, and lending BAT and Tether. And this account shows me the APY, so that's currently at 26 in BAT and just under 6% in Tether. And it also shows me the amount that I've earned so far in each of those assets too. Now, I've already collateralized my BAT, as you can see from the button here. So I'll show you over borrowing on the right-hand side now. And it will then show my borrowing limit and the balance in here too, as well as what's actually safe to borrow, with a line currently in yellow showing the risk in here too. And you could do the same thing for the likes of DAI as well. Now, just going back to our comp tokens. As I said earlier, there's a way that you can earn more of these, and you can do that by farming the tokens, and you can earn comp as a borrower and also because you've deposited. Now, this is a little outside the scope of this video, but you can use sites such as InstaDApp, which you'll find on their list of integrated sites here. And you can maximize your comp with mining. And I can cover this in a separate tutorial if this is something that you're interested in. And as you can see from here, there are a whole host of community-built interfaces integrating the protocol. For example, you can click onto Earn and view some integrated pools and wallets. And then under Manage, you have the likes of Exodus, where you can earn interest on your DAI from right inside your wallet. Plus the Digifox app, which I've actually covered separately, also integrates with Compound. And this is great as you won't need to integrate or connect these platforms up separately. So that was a brief overview of Compound Finance. And I hope you enjoyed this video today. And if you did, then please give me a like, hit the subscribe button, and please do head over to my website at everybithelps.co.uk for more tips, reviews, and step-by-step guides. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.